So Far Gone dropped, and literally maybe the next week we was in Miami or some shit for like spring break, and not only was we playing that shit the whole ride down to fucking Miami, nigga, when we got to Miami, everybody in Miami was playing fucking Drake So Far Gone, and you could see right away that, oh shit, this shit is like a fucking...
J. Cole reveals how Drake influenced the warm-up. Now, for context, it's important to note that this conversation stimulates from Season 1, Episode 2 of J. Cole's audio series, Inevitable. And within this episode, J. Cole and Eve speak on the impact of Drake's So Far Gone mixtape.
So Far Gone dropped, and literally maybe the next week we was in Miami or some shit for like spring break, and not only was we playing that shit the whole ride down to fucking Miami, nigga, when we got to Miami, everybody in Miami was playing fucking Drake So Far Gone, and you could see right away that, oh shit, this shit is like a fucking it's like literally a phenomenal shift. And right away, not only was I like, oh, here's a nigga that's been like training up in some of the similar like areas, and also he has his own unique abilities the same way I had my own unique abilities, but I'm like, yo, not only am I not the only one in the space, I'm now actually starting late. My deal with Jay ain't even done. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even anybody yet. Like, niggas don't even know me yet. And this nigga's off to the races with joints, like hits, like cultural shifting shit. So, to Eve's point and what Eve was getting at, and where I think we end this was, at that moment, I had to shift my mindset, and we had to shift our mindset about what the warm-up was about to be. It no longer could just, because Drake just changed the game with a fucking mixtape. So it no longer could just be like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a freestyle, like loading up, show you how nice I am.
Because we knew this.
And there you have it. Now, for those of you tapped into Carolina's finest, you understand this isn't breaking news, but broken news. J. Cole has historically credited Drake for being one of the greatest artists in music history. However, many media outlets will have you to believe that paying respect to those who may have influenced you in any way is somehow downplaying the confidence you have in your own ability. And to that, I simply do not agree. I can't agree with that assessment, and neither does Russ.
Drake was my hero with vocal execution. J. Cole was my hero with content. What do I look like coming at these people? In any which way, just because I'm on and I have a platform, y'all nuts. That's what I'm saying. No one has respect anymore, bro. People be coming at like artists who without them you wouldn't be you. I don't know, bro. I'm not with any of this.
They get rewarded for it. That's why they do it.
Yeah, well, because people need clicks, bro. You gotta understand, like, you got artists out here with 10 million followers, 9 million, 20 million, all this crazy stuff, who literally cannot sell 60K in the first week. You got the most famous artists in the world who can't sell over 60K in a week. Like, if that doesn't tell you that actually no one's checking for your music and we're looking at you as a court jester, then I don't know what will. You feel me? I don't know what will.
And there you have it. Now, I shared this clip on X 2 days ago, and it created quite the dialogue. Several people seem to believe that because of the beef, you can't rank Drake or J. Cole in your top 5. And to those people, I would like to ask you one thing. Since when has a rap beef determined who was the greatest?
And is that rap beef has never, ever determined who was the greatest, ever. It's about exactly what J. Cole said. It's about reaching your minds, deep in your heart, screaming to find emotions to touch, something that's nice to open you up, right? It's about touching people and making great art, making great music that lives and lasts throughout time. That's who, Pac battling Biggie to me is not why, to me, Pac is in my top 5. Pac touched people. He made music that made a difference, that impacted people. That's why Pac is in my top 5. He never battles Biggie. It doesn't change my perception of him.
He's a dope artist. He has a right to think him, Drake, and Kendrick can be named in the same sentence. And Kendrick has the right to think that he should be the only one in his sentence. Kendrick is still growing. He might look back and disagree with himself. He might not. But he has a right to his perspective. He has a right to think what he wants to think. And we all have a right to grow. We all have a right to change our mind.
And there you have it. But back to the topic. I, for one, am not surprised at all to hear that Cole was influenced by Drake So Far Gone. I believe that this gem of a story just provides us more insight into how Cole perceives what it means to be competitive in hip hop. It's not about engaging in baseless gossip rap metaphors, but it's about creating music at such a high level that it raises the bar that was previously set. But you all let me know what you think in the comments. But that's my video for the day. Caleb from Twitter is signing out. Hey, before I get out of here, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who continues to like, comment, and support the channel. One person in particular, Elroy9576, he said, keep going with these videos, bro. You're building a fan base who watch your videos for your commentary. You're getting a couple thousand views each video, and that will rise to a couple 100,000 within due time. It doesn't matter if it takes a year or a couple of years. Repetition is key. Promise yourself that you won't stop putting in the work. God bless you. Loving the videos. Yo, Elroy, thank you. Your comment was really thoughtful and encouraging. I know as humans, we tend to hyper-focus on the negative, that we sometimes lose sight of the positives that's happening right around us. And so thank you, brother. Also, I wanted to provide an update on the channel. We are at 880 subscribers. Like, what? Yo, that is truly remarkable to me. Thank you for continuing to show up. We are knocking on the door towards 900. Man, I'm just so grateful. I'll just say this one real quick. The reason why you're getting this upload a little late, because we got a lot of things happening in my personal life. For instance, my wife and I, we just welcomed our second child, a beautiful baby boy, into the family. And so I got a lot happening, a lot to be grateful for. And so thank you, especially for those of you who tune in for this late upload. I really appreciate it. I hope that you all have a good night. Caleb, peace.